With over 80 playable characters, Smash Ultimate continues to grow as Fighters Pass 2 is making way for more dreams to be possible and also to be crushed. With that in mind, I have a question. Exactly how many characters in Smash Ultimate have figurines? Short answer, quite a lot actually, so stick around and watch years of research to help me find the answer. By the way, this video was inspired by Pat Mac's video where he goes over how many characters have plushies, so I definitely recommend checking his channel out. In order to make things fair, amiibos would not be counted in, so sorry all you Mii Fighter fans, maybe next time. Here are the conditions. As long as the characters are an official action, pose, or statue figure, they will count. I'll be categorizing the characters by newcomers per series, so we can understand it easier. Without further ado, let's dive into it. Starting with the original 12, our guy has so many toys, but let's go with the World of Nintendo version, just because why not? Like Mario, Luigi also has many figures, so out of all them, I'd say the best looking one is Bandai SH Figure Arts Luigi. Some of Donkey Kong's figures makes me feel a little tense. Link, Samus, and Yoshi also have plenty of character figures. Unfortunately, Captain Falcon has no figure of him, besides his amiibo, which doesn't count, but that's to be expected. Maybe one day we'll let him show their moves. I was surprised to find out that Ness has a figure which is from Takara Tommy's Earthbound Gacha set. Besides that, I couldn't find much of anything else. Pikachu and Jigglypuff are obviously well known, so it's expected for them to have toys. What about Kirby and Fox? Yup, they too have figures. A few examples are World of Nintendo's Fox McCloud and Good Smile's Kirby Nendroid. So far so good. 11 of the 12 original fighters have figures, so let's see what's in store with Melee. Princess Peach, Bowser, and Zelda have a multitude of recognizable figures. Also, I just want to say, the First 4 Figures Bowser statue looks phenomenal. Sheik also has a First 4 Figure statue, and a World of Nintendo action figure. Upon further looking online, there are no signs of any official Ice Climbers figures, so they are sadly out of the question. Dr. Mario only has one figure, which is quite expensive for some reason. Medicine truly comes at a cost. The cute Pichu figures are very tiny and adorable, so please do not step on them. Falco is quite the bread eater, so you're in luck if you want a piece of that action, but don't expect him to get feisty. Furthermore, Good Smile's Marth Nendroid 567 is all you'll need to have the perfect Marth figure, instead of this. Our boy Roy has no figure at all, but if you really want him to show up at your house, look no further than a Roy plush. Young Link, Ganondorf, and Mewtwo have cool looking figures, unlike Mr. Game & Watch, who has 0. It's safe to say that only 11 of the 14 newcomers in Melee have figurines, leaving Ice Climbers, Roy, and Game & Watch out of this shelf. I'm gonna go ahead and do a speed round with Brawl, so I'll just list the characters that do have a figure and talk about the ones that don't. Here goes nothing. Meta Knight, Pit, Zero Suit Samus, Wario, Snake, Pokemon Trainer and their Pokemon, Diddy Kong, Sonic, King Dedede, Olimar, Lucario, Rob, and Toon Link all have figures. Rob is a special case, cause he's not exactly a figure like the others, but an accessory for the NES. However, I'll just say he counts just because technically he is a toy robot. Ike, Lucas, and Wolf have no official figures of their characters. At the very least, I thought Ike would have one, but I guess not. It is what it is.
I fight for my friends.
Next up, Smash 4. Coming in clean with 21 newcomers added to the series, let's see how their figures stack up. Although it's not the exact same villager that we see in Smash, Animal Crossing villagers are highly customizable, so I'm counting in the World of Nintendo villager figure because, yes, Sentinel's Mega Man looks quite alright, but compared to Wii Fit Trainer, wait, she has none.
Awesome.
Rosalina, our Galaxy Princess, has very little figures, so she barely made it out alive. Little Mac's figures are pretty vintage, but nonetheless, they exist. Good job, Mac. One of the more cool looking figures of this video is Figure DX's Greninja, as well as his Tommy action figure. As of now, no Palutena figure exists, which is sad because I'd love to have one for reasons. Like Pit, Dark Pit also has a Figma which ranges from $100 to $200, so good luck Kid Icarus fans. Pac-Man has a very good looking First Before Figures statue, but his Funko Pop looks like a tater tot. Lucina has a very popular Figma, while Robin has no figures to be seen. Same can be said with Shulk, no figures, but hey, you can wield the Monado to make it happen.
I'm really feeling it!
World of Nintendo's Bowser Jr. sells higher nowadays online, with prices that range from $30 to even $60 for this little guy. Absolutely insane. All of Ryu's figures are good. All of Ryu's figures are good looking, so you can't go wrong with any of them. Duck Hunt's gun accessory won't count since technically it's not the character, who also has no figures. Cloud figures have existed before, but with the release of Final Fantasy VII Remake, Pirates Kai has released a brand new Cloud action figure, which is about $150. You can't get mad at a price like that. Female Coin Figma is one of my favorites of all time, just because of her awesomeness. She is quite the charm. And now, Bayonetta.
Oh, and Captain Zack with the backdoor 3-0 to send us in the grand final.
I'd say she is the third greatest statue figure besides Bowser. Let's not talk about Mii Fighters. Finally, we are now at the ultimate destination. Let's not waste any time. Good Smile's Inkling Girl Figma is looking quite flashy, while Daisy has some wonky figures. We still love you, Daisy. Ridley is no stranger to destruction. This First for Figure statue perfectly captures that feeling. Simon Belmont proudly whips the vampire killer. Richter is missing out on the action, but at least Shuton downered a Pikmin. Crom has a Chibikara Forme figure, and Dark Samus has no real figure at all, but it wouldn't hurt for her to have some spotlight one day. Although small, King K. Rool has a Takara figure, which is quite rare to look for nowadays. Nendroid 327 is none other than Best Girl Isabelle. Ken has some incredible looking figures, so like Ryu, you can't go wrong with any of them. Incineroar also gets in with his Takara Tommy action figure, which includes his other evolutions as well. Onto the DLC characters, World of Nintendo's Piranha Plant is pretty well made. However, Joker's Figma blows everything out of the way. This bad boy comes from Max Factory and Good Smile Production, as Figma 363 shows Joker in all his glory. Speaking of glory, the Luminary from Dragon Quest XI. He has his very own Gringotts action figure. What I could find for Banjo was a First for Figure statue and a rare Totaku toy. Storm Collectibles' Terry Bogard is quite impressive likewise to the D-Arts Bandai version. However, the best looking statue out of all the characters is his Connecticut's statue figure. It really is a breathtaker. And last but not least, Violet from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Long story short, they have no figure, but if you do like Genocide, Edelgard Figma 461 is just for you. Out of the current 80 fighters available as of this video, only about 18 characters have no real figure or statue outside of the amiibo line. Overall, 18 out of 80 will not make a great map score, but with 62 other fighters waiting for you, I don't think you should worry. Maybe one day those characters will see the light of day. Maybe one day Palutena can rest on my shelf. Thanks for watching.